Worry, anxiety, fear. These are all things that prevent us from doing what we want to do. They prevent us from pursuing our goals and making time for the things that are important to us. Now, we have a choice. The choice is much more difficult, though, when our physiological state is not balanced. And what I mean by that is getting enough sleep on a regular basis and drinking enough water, being hydrated. I'm not saying you can't tackle fear, stress, and anxiety when you're sleep deprived or you're dehydrated. The balance is much harder to maintain when you are not sleeping enough and are not drinking enough. And that's overcoming challenges in an environment that doesn't enable you to think properly and clearly. Now, being able to handle stresses when you don't have your physiological factors in play strengthens your mental toughness and it calluses your brain. But chronically having to deal with that without having to build up a tolerance to it is going to make it for an emotional roller coaster. And compound that over weeks, months, and even years. And then you see the person you become. Because the person you become is shaped by the actions that you take. And if it's at a point where your actions tell other people, tell yourself, the person you are is a person who gives up on goals and who gives up when challenges exceed your ability to handle. That makes you a person, that makes you the person that you do not want to be. Unless that is a person you want to be. Somebody who is willing to accept failure as commonplace. So we need to face our fears. And we need to give ourselves an environment on which we can properly handle these fears and extract what we need to extract from them in order to make us better people. Sometimes the goals that we set are competing for our time and our mental energy. Identifying when that starts to happen, or when you start to sense that you want to just remove it from your life, thinking that taking more off your plate is the right thing to do. Taking stuff off your plate doesn't allow you to handle and reorganize your life to pursue that thing that is on your plate. It's on your plate for a reason. But sometimes there's bigger things on your mind that need to be addressed in order for you to gain access to mental clarity. So in addition to sleep and hydration, these deeper issues that you need to resolve may also be weighing you down. Those, if you ignore those long enough, they continue to weigh you down, and they continue to prevent you from having mental clarity during the times at which you need to focus on your goals. Focused practice. So a prioritization of your focus and time spent may be in order to allow you to continue to pursue a goal that you would have otherwise removed from your life. Because the things that need deeper contemplation most likely will always be there. And unfortunately, if you don't address it, it dampens everything else in your life. And these things that need to be contemplated about, they'll never go away. You could choose to suppress it, or you can choose to face it and figure out the deeper why behind it. Life is all about balance. Life is all about making the right decision in the time of hardship to help you shape the person you want to become. And it is not raining out right now. I just choose to listen to the Nature Channel.